Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Crybaby Whims Legacy Challenge. This is episode 12. We are here this morning with Scarlett and Baby, and he is having his last bath as a toddler. He will be aging up into a child today. Of course, we've got Michael just drinking from the bath puddle over here, but Scarlett has prepared a birthday cheesecake ready for him, and we've got the birthday party at 12 o'clock. We're not having it on our house lot today because Baby was saying to Thomas that he wants to go to the park. He's tired of his toys, and because it is a nice summer day, we will be taking him to the park that is literally just over the road. So we'll be going over here later on to celebrate with him. Rory has messaged Lilith saying congrats on getting that promotion at work, you deserved it. So I'm really pleased that she's messaging us. She's like, yes, you did so well, everything was so successful with the heist, you definitely deserve that promotion. Lilith is obviously sleeping in because it was a very late night for her, but she probably can't sleep in too long because she does have to attend the birthday party. So she'll have to get up soon to at least shower and use the bathroom. She can have cake when she wakes up, but for now she's just making the most of a lazy morning. I'm gonna have to remind myself what traits Baby actually needs to have for his generation. So I'll definitely make sure I have a look before he ages up. But he is just doing a little bit of colouring this morning, just enjoying his time with his toddler toys while he can. We'll obviously be changing a lot of them out when he ages up, and I couldn't tell if this cat was going to jump on the bed or scratch, and it looks like he is scratching. And we have got another cat in the room, at least he's not scratching. But honestly, I had to replace like 3 or 4 items of furniture this morning because of how scratched up they were. Like, these cats, I know I'm saying it a lot, but that's because it's constant, and it's not like they don't have a scratch post because they've got one here that they could use. They would just rather destroy our furniture. Oh, but look at Baby's little picture. I like to think this is Scarlett with the pink and the flowers, so I'm gonna put that in his inventory. And why don't you come and read a book? Actually, come and read a story. Come and do Monkey Brown on the Monkey Bars. Baby's traits for Gen 4 are going to be romantic, genius, and bookworm. And obviously, I can't give him romantic at this stage, so I will definitely be giving him genius and a bookworm today. I feel like they fit him. He was definitely a little genius getting those last few skills up, especially because we've been out of the house so often. He has done really well. He's not like mastered everything. But that's completely fine, he doesn't need to. And obviously he loves his nighttime stories from his grandma, and he's been enjoying looking at his books now he can, so those two fit him. And then I will have a think or a randomize. I think I'll randomize for the other one. And once again, Clyde is just destroying the bookshelf, and he looks so proud of himself. But it is time for the birthday party to begin. Fortunately, it is a lovely day here in Copperdale, so Scarlett is coming straight over, and we're wasting absolutely no time, and everyone is gathering around, even Lilith, to celebrate little Baby's birthday. She obviously needs to put on appearances. She's not looking like overly happy at the moment, but she needs to look like she is here to support her brother. So here we go. He is aging up. He has randomized creative, green fiend, and proper. And I think out of these, I'd like to keep the creative one. So I will give him his genius and his bookworm traits as well. And considering the fact he has the creative and genius traits, I feel like we should go for the creative genius aspiration. So we are going to give him that one. And yeah, we definitely need to give him a makeover, but already he looks so much like Lilith. Here is our lovely Baby as a child. He is so adorable. He definitely, thanks for that, Thomas, standing right in my way. He definitely looks a lot like Lilith. He for sure has her nose. He's now talking to Thomas, which is sweet. Oh, he's singing to him, and he's got social level 2. But yeah, he definitely has her nose, and I think maybe her lips as well. But I think he's got Damien's eyes. I don't think he's got Lilith's eye shape, but otherwise he's very much, oh, Taylor's coming to tell him he's so cute. But yeah, otherwise I think he's definitely very, very much like Lilith, who is just over here at the moment having an unhappy life. Of course she is. She's helped herself to a slice of cheesecake and she does not want to be here. So I think I might just go and send her on a jog. And it looks like Bonnie has decided to join us and is eating a slice of the cake as well. Great. Well, luckily for Baby, at this park there's plenty for him to do. So he has got like a little pirate ship and some monkey bars, and there's also a tree house over here. And I think I'm gonna have him use this opportunity to come and play pretend pirate hideout, because he does actually want to play pretend and it's part of his aspiration. So we might as well take it off while we're here at the park, because we won't be able to at home. We definitely cannot fit a tree house in our back garden. Oh, look at him playing a pirate. He is so cute. He's definitely still got that cheeky look about him, I think. Love him so much. Oh, I'm gonna be obsessing over him for a little bit because he's just so cute. But yes, all I can see is Lilith. He definitely has Damien's eyes, but all I can see in his face is pure Lilith. Lilith had a good workout and she is now just playing a game on her phone. She is really bored because she just does not want to be here with her family celebrating Baby's birthday. She just wants to forget all about that. So I think she is actually going to call up Rory and just try and have a chat with her, because she's like, I do not want to be here. Please just give me an excuse so I can leave. I don't want to be surrounded by these Sims and I don't want to be here with Baby. Like, Rory is the only one who knows about him being her son, obviously, other than like Scarlett and Damien and Lola and potentially Jessie. We're still unsure on that one. But yeah, Rory is the only one who, like, outside of the main family, no. Yeah, Rory is the one that she can kind of confide in and be completely 100% honest with, and she's like, I just really don't want to be here right now. She is a little bit tired because obviously she got to bed really late, so wasn't fully rested, so she is going to come over and just take a nap on this bench over here. But interestingly, she just got a message from this stranger saying, I've got a lucrative opportunity for someone who doesn't ask too many questions. I need you to hold on to a stack of simoleons I'm planning to launder until the trail runs cold. Sure, it may not be legal or moral, but it will help line your pockets. You in? She is definitely going to take that money. And oh my god, 999 simoleons. She has just accepted that, and we don't even know if we're going to hear from him again, but she's like, yeah, why not? I'll take that money. It's probably a friend of Jessie's anyway. Oh, little Baby has decided to go on the monkey bars. I still call him little Baby, even though he's definitely getting older now and he's not quite as little anymore. But with a name like Baby, I'm always going to be calling him little Baby, even when he's probably an elder. I'll be calling him little Baby. I love that Scarlett is just doing some cross-stitching while chatting with her family, but I am going to have Baby come over and have a chat with her because he has already finished the first part of his aspiration. So the next part is to stargaze, and for that he would need a telescope. So I think he is going to go over and ask his mum if he can get a telescope. He's going to talk about toys and just be like, I'm getting older now, I don't want all these toys that I've got already, and I'm going to see if I can find the option to beg for new toys, because I definitely think that, you know, a telescope will come under that. He's like, please, 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 it's my birthday, all I really want is a telescope. And she's like, okay, yes, of course. And she's definitely not going to say no, because A, she wants to spoil him, but B, she is obviously a genius herself as well. So she's like, oh, he's following in my footsteps. So she's like, of course I will get you one, but you know, it's a big responsibility. It's not just a toy. You do need to make sure you look after it. And does Baby like deep thoughts? I would say yes, he does. So oh, look at him. He's gonna be just like her because he's a genius as well, just like Scarlett is. Lilith's nap is interrupted by a phone call from Jessie, who is asking if she wants to head out tonight. She knows she's not working, so she's like, some of us are thinking of heading out to the club. Do you fancy coming along? And even though Lilith is like, I should probably stay and celebrate Baby's birthday, she's like, she wants to get out of this. So she's like, yeah, definitely, I will meet you guys at the bar and then maybe we can go out clubbing or something afterwards, but I'm definitely down for a night on the town. Lilith has made it to the city and she's just heading downstairs to order herself a drink. It's actually happy hour, so we get discounted drinks, which we're never gonna say no to. We have got the gang here, so we're gonna probably come over and have a chat with Jessie. Oh, okay, it seems like Jessie's heading straight upstairs, so I guess we'll have a chat with these guys down here instead. We don't really interact with Charlotte very much, so we'll come and say hi to her, although she is talking to Briella, who we don't really like, and oh dear, Lilith's having a miserable life, so we definitely want to work on some of her wants. She does want to have a drink, so she is going to collect her drink and hopefully that will take it off and she'll feel a bit happier, and obviously we can make an enemy with Briella eventually, but you know what, I don't actually want to rush it. I do kind of want to take it slow, although I say that, and now she's going to go over and chat with Briella. Oh, and now she's got her drink. She's only having an unhappy life, and it looks like Briella is actually trying to tell us a funny story, so is she trying to suck up to us a little bit because we got that promotion from Jessie last night, potentially? But it looks like Lilith doesn't actually have time for Briella, because after that conversation ended, she decided she wanted to come and sit down. So we're gonna have a chat with Ollie instead. And while we're here, Lilith has actually noticed that there is a random child just sitting over here, and she's like, why is there a kid in a bar? So she is actually asking Ollie, like, why is there a child here? Do you know who that is? Like, did they sneak in or something? And Ollie is actually going to tell us that that is Jessie's child. He isn't too sure why she's here, but she's, you know, she's come along a couple of times and she just kind of sits in the corner, and she usually comes when Jessie can't find someone to look after her. Jessie did decide to go upstairs. We can't actually ask her about why this child is over here, but Lilith is, you know, she can see she's over here and she's not looking too happy, so she is going to go over and just say hi. So Lilith heads over and asks the little girl what her name is, and she tells us that her name is Lexi. And Lilith's like, what are you doing here on a Monday night? Shouldn't you be at home? Lexi tells Lilith that her mum couldn't find anyone to look after her, and you know, her mum doesn't trust her at her home alone, so she dragged me out here and she told me just to sit in a corner quietly. And Lilith asked, does she not have any like family or anyone that she can be with instead? A bar isn't the best place for a kid to be, and Lexi's like, I know, but there isn't anyone else that my mum will let me go with, and the normal babysitter was busy tonight on such short notice, but mum wanted to come out, so she told me I just have to be here and, you know, not make a scene or anything, so I don't think she'd be too happy if you're here talking with me right now. And Lilith's like, oh well, your mum's not here right now and you're by yourself, so I just wanted to check in with you. And Lexi is surprised that someone is actually showing interest in her, considering the fact her mum never pays her any attention, and when she does, it's always negative, it's never positive, and they have a really bad relationship. And Lexi is just talking to Lilith about everything, and just saying, you know, that she is often dragged out. And Lilith can't help but feel bad for Lexi, because as much as she could relate to Jessie's feelings beforehand about not wanting to be a parent, she can also really relate to Lexi, because it sounds really similar to her own childhood and how her parents neglected her, and how, you know, she didn't have a very positive relationship, especially with Angel, and it was not nice for her. So she really feels bad for Lexi. And Lexi is just surprised that, you know, someone is talking to her. Normally the rest of the club members just ignore her because that's what Jessie said to do, but she does really appreciate Lilith actually showing some interest in her. And Lilith is asking her, you know, about the rest of her life. Like, you know, surely it can't all be bad. When she was a kid and she had a difficult childhood, she at least had her friend Damien. Does Lexi have anyone like that? And Lexi says, not really. She only started this school recently, and everyone thinks she's like a bit of a weirdo because, you know, she doesn't have the best clothes and she doesn't look cool, and kids actually mock her and make fun of her, so she doesn't really have anyone to hang out with. She just kind of keeps to herself. And Lilith is just thinking about how Damien was the one who got her through her childhood, and having a friend and someone she could trust and rely on, even if things didn't end very well with him, just having him there as a friend really helped her. And so Lilith is going to say to Lexi, my brother has actually just aged up into a child and he'll be starting school tomorrow, so maybe I could tell him to look out for you or something. We're not like super close or anything, but I think it's really important that you have a friend or someone you can talk to. So maybe he could be your friend. And even though Lilith obviously doesn't have a good relationship with Baby, she obviously doesn't hate him. She doesn't have a positive connection with him, but she's really, really feeling bad for Lexi, especially because she can relate to her situation. And so she's like, maybe they could be friends. She sounds like she needs someone, and and then I feel like I've done something good. So Lilith is gonna bite the bullet and actually speak to Baby when she gets home. Potentially, it depends what time she gets home because it's already pretty late and she wants to go out clubbing. So she's gonna try and catch him maybe tomorrow morning and, say that there's this kid that maybe he could look out for and be her friend because she's really lonely and she kind of needs a friend. So I think she's gonna suggest that to Baby in the morning. But it is getting later now and Lexi is being called upstairs by her mum and she is going to be taking her home, but Lilith doesn't want the party to end there, and even if Jessie has to go with Lexi back home, she isn't feeling too tired at the moment, so she and the rest of the club are going to head to the nightclub and enjoy the rest of their night. Lilith is determined to have a good night, so she's just gone to use the bathroom and then she actually wants to come over and dance on the dance floor, so she's not so worried about having a drink or anything at the moment. She had a drink when she was out before, and she doesn't want to get super wasted because she knows she wants to wake up a little bit earlier so she can have that conversation with Baby. So she's like, I'm not gonna get super wasted, I'm just gonna have a bit of a dance. And once again, Briella is coming over trying to talk to us again. She's telling us a funny story again, so I wonder if she is trying to win us over a little bit after before. Like, she sees how much Jessie likes us, and so she's like, maybe I should actually get on her good side. She clearly doesn't like me very much, and we don't, Briella, but their friendship is actually, they gained a little bit of friendship from that, which is pretty interesting. But Lilith does want to perform a group dance, so she is calling everyone over to do a group dance with her. At the moment it's just her, but everyone is coming over to join by the looks of it. We have got Briella, Charlotte and Darian and Ollie as well. I don't know where Rory is, if she's gonna come and join. Looks like she might be coming to join at the back, but Lilith's like, oh, come on guys, get the dance move going, and Rory's like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing, you guys look awful. She does not want to join in, but the rest of them are going for it, and Lilith is at the front leading the group. I definitely feel like she's working her way up. Like, Jessie really respects her, and I think the rest of the members are seeing that, and they're just like, they're just following what Lilith is saying at the moment, which is really interesting. I do imagine we'll probably head home soon. We've had a pretty good night, but Lilith does want to make sure she gets up early in the morning, so she's just having a little bit of a dance at the moment. She's feeling so confident and really happy. And yeah, I think we'll probably call it a night here. Scarlett is up this morning and making a nice breakfast for Baby's first day of school. He is up as well and just using the bathroom and getting himself ready. And Lilith is planning on getting up at 7 a.m. so she can come downstairs and have breakfast as well, and so she can have that conversation with Baby. I feel like Scarlett will probably be quite shocked to see Lilith up and actually interacting with her child, but she'll probably be pretty pleased about it. But I don't imagine Scarlett will make a big deal of it because she knows how difficult it is for Lilith, and in her eyes she's like, oh my goodness, is this her making an effort? If I say something it might turn her off and she might not want to do that anymore. So I feel like she probably won't say anything, but she'll be pretty happy to see Lilith actually interacting with Baby. Scarlett has finished the pancakes and Lilith has come downstairs to grab a serving, and then she will come and speak with Baby, and I'm gonna see if she can actually ask about another sim. So she is going to ask about Lexi, and I know he's gonna say, oh, I don't know her, but it is going to be his way of saying, oh, I don't know her, and she'll be like, oh, well, she is going to go to your school and she could be a good friend for you. You're very close in age, and I had a good friend growing up as well, so it'll be good for you to have a friend. And he's like, oh, okay, my sister's actually talking to me, this is really weird, but he's like, maybe because I'm a bit older now she can actually talk to me and she sees me as someone to be her friend, maybe. But we do need to actually update Baby's room a bit better. At the moment I've just swapped out his bed and got rid of the toddler toys and got him that telescope he was asking for, but Scarlett has actually left the room and leaving these two to talk to each other, but they are just kind of sitting in awkward silence, and Lilith is still feeling concerned and really tense from interacting with the unwanted child. And it looked like he was actually trying to ask for toys, and she was like, no, ask your mum for that, not me. I have nothing to do with that. But he is now heading off to his first day of school, and I am going to have him make friends, and hopefully he will meet Lexi. And because she woke up quite early and her needs are quite full, Lilith has decided she is going to do another Sims Forever tournament, another professional one. Even though she lost the last one, she's like, I've been winning all the novice ones. I can't keep entering novice tournaments and winning them. Like, I actually need to try and push myself and go for a professional one. So hopefully she'll do a little bit better today. I was thinking she might head out with Rory potentially and, you know, go pick some fights in the streets, just prove that she's tough. But I think she'd probably actually want to stay home today and work on her gaming, maybe do a little bit more programming and hacking, freshen up on those skills, because she wants to be home so she can actually ask Baby if he met Lexi today. He has met someone called Renee, which isn't Lexi, but hopefully he'll meet her at some point. You know, Lilith has asked him to look out for her, so hopefully he'll bump into her, because she was very concerned about Lexi last night. And, you know, she doesn't hate children just because she's got a bad relationship, or it's not even a bad relationship, she just doesn't have a relationship with her own child. It doesn't mean she hates children. It just means, you know, that she doesn't want a relationship with her own son. But yeah, she doesn't hate kids, and she is very concerned about Lexi, especially because she does have that connection with her own childhood and everything. So she does want to look out for her and make sure that she's all right, because Lilith didn't have anyone like this in her childhood, and she is just trying to be that person that Lexi needed, that sort of person that she needed growing up. And she's like, no one was there for me, and I don't like the idea of another child going through what I went through. So she is gonna be that adult figure that Lexi needs, and the adult that she needed growing up, but she never had. And Lilith came second in the gaming tournament, and she got 440 simoleons. That is so good. She's feeling so confident and happy with herself, but she is not used to the early mornings, and her energy is already half down, and she's got a long night ahead of her, working 7 till 2, so she's decided to take an afternoon nap. And Baby is back home from school now, and I don't think he actually met Lexi. We didn't actually get a pop-up, and he only seemed to meet Renee and Odin. And Renee Storm, oh my goodness, I think she might be... That's got to be Ebony's sister. That's got to be Ebony's sister. Yes, Ebony Storm. I thought I recognised the surname. So he has met Renee and he has met Odin today. So he didn't actually meet Lexi. But Lilith doesn't know that. So she is going to come down the stairs and, you know, just see if he did actually meet her today. She can shout at him, yell at him and lie about her career. No, I don't think we're going to do that. We're just going to come over and ask if he did meet her in the end. So Lilith is just asking about Lexi now. And like, so did you meet the girl I was talking to you about? Did you become friends with her today? And he's like, no, I didn't see her, sorry. And I think Lilith will probably nag him a little bit, be like, oh, for goodness sake, I asked you to do one thing. It wasn't that hard, just like one girl. And do they have a difficult dynamic? I would say... yeah. She's gonna say, it wasn't that hard, like, you just had to say hi to this one girl, and he's like, well, sorry, I didn't see her. Instead, he is trying to be funny with her, and she's like, look, I don't really want to talk to you right now. I only asked you to do one thing, and you can even do that. But she does want to play video games on a console, so I think before she heads off to work later, she is gonna come upstairs and actually play some games. She's like, she's not really feeling going out or anything. She is a loner. I'd say she is an introvert. Like, she does obviously have friends and she enjoys socializing and everything, but she does need her own space and, you know, to recharge that social battery. And she has had a very, very, very social time at the moment. So she's like, I just want to spend some time in and play some games and keep to myself. And she's frustrated that Baby couldn't do that one thing that she asked him to. But to be fair, why would he? Because he doesn't have a relationship with Lilith anyway. He didn't get the chance to see this kid. It's not that big of a deal. But Lilith's gaming session is interrupted when Jessie is calling her and she says she needs to see her urgently, like right now. And Lilith's saying, well, I don't know if I can right now. I've got work soon. You scheduled me in. And Jessie's like, for goodness sake, I'd forgotten about that. Well, I need to see you tomorrow. It's so important. Like, cancel any plans you have in the day, but I need to see you and do not flake on me. I will let you off tonight because, you know, I need you to work, but you need to see me tomorrow. And Lilith technically probably could have met up with Jessie tonight before work, but as we were saying, she just needs a bit of time to herself. So she did kind of just say, you know, she's a little bit busy getting sorted and she needs to make sure she's ready first shift, but instead she's just going to do a little bit more gaming. But she's really intrigued by what Jessie wants to talk about. Is it a result of the heist the other day? She said it was really important and she didn't sound very happy. She sounded quite frustrated. So has something gone wrong? And Baby is a little bit annoyed after that conversation with Lilith. He's a bit frustrated and aggravated. He's like, I don't know why she's reacting like that. It wasn't such a big deal. But he is still feeling confident though, because he did have a really good first day of school. He is feeling really confident. And he also received a life lesson on love. So Scarlett must have talked to him or something about that, which, you know, is really interesting because he's so young. But maybe she's talking more about like familial love as opposed to like romantic love. Like maybe she said your sister doesn't really know how to express her feelings very well, so don't take it to heart. She obviously still loves you, but she's just not very good at showing how she loves you. People show love in different ways. So maybe potentially that was the life lesson on love. Why can't I talk? But Lilith is just gonna get herself ready for work. I've never had a sim slide down a ladder before, so I had her do that. But obviously, because she got promoted, she's back to wearing this ugly outfit again. The amount of times I'm gonna have to change this. And I noticed that Baby's picture that he drew on his first day of school is the exact same one that Lilith drew, which is adorable. I will need to place it properly afterwards, but I love that they drew the exact same picture. I wonder if they both chose to do flowers because they know that's what Scarlett is interested in, and they were both like, they wanted to do something that was their mum's interest. Baby has decided to come outside and use his telescope for the first time, and he is just observing the night sky. And I think this is a good note to end the episode on. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It will mean so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone!